Do you need to go to the LCBO this weekend? Just shake it off. You're not going.
One right beside that park.
There's one right across the
Can't
street.
go there.
There, right down the
Can't
street.
go there. Devo Brown, Tammie Sutherland, Sid Sixero here with you. Breakfast Television. Meredith Shaw off. She is back next week. Good to see you, man.
Good morning.
It's a thing now. I was wrong about this LCBO stuff.
Yeah, so was I.
Wrong.
Remember, I was like, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
But I went yesterday right after the show.
Oh, you did?
I was
All
there
right.
just at 11 a.m. And there was myself, 3 staff members, and 1 other customer.
So there's no rush.
Not in the morning, maybe in the evening when news was breaking that.
I've seen morning rushes before.
Yeah, same.
I've seen plenty of morning LCBO rushes before.
That's the one thing I'll say about downtown living. Tam, you can attest to this, that there's a lot of LCBOs in the downtown core. So it's a little spread out. Where the suburbs, you got 1 to go to.
Right.
Right? And that's going to have the lineup for sure.
It was surprising because Otis did go to the LCBO yesterday.
Otis.
Thank goodness. Woo! And when he got there, when I got home, he was like, yeah, I'm going to go later. I was like, you didn't go yet? Oh, my God. You got to go because there's going to be a lineup down the block.
No.
He went there. Yeah, he said it was like 4 other people in there. It was no big deal.
Yeah.
So I do think you're right. When news started to break that talks had broken down, that is when, and it was also after work, like, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. People went straight to the LCBO, I'm sure. And
there was a push at that point, definitely. Again, we've been talking about it all morning. More than 9,000 LCBO workers are on the picket lines. We have some live shots of some of the picket lines. Our amazing team at City News has it. This is going to be a staple around these stores across the province here. And again, one of the biggest sticking points is a lack of job security as the province plans to open up the alcohol market to allow convenience stores and all grocery stores to get in on this. I mean, I have to be perfectly honest. One of the first things I ever heard Doug Ford say in provincial politics was buck a beer. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
No.
For some reason, he has coveted the alcohol voting block. In all seriousness. So I'm of the opinion he's not thrilled with this in the summer months. And I know there's a lot more serious issues. Listen, people's jobs are on the line here. I understand what's going on. I support workers' rights. But if you're the premier, what are you thinking right now? Because on the surface, you'd go, he's got bigger issues. RCMP investigation, Green Belt, things going on, talking about an early election. No one wants an early election. Could be risky. Historically, it's risky in this province. I think there are things to kind of think about if you're the premier. Where does this fall on the priority list for Doug Ford right now? I'm curious. What do you think?
I don't know. I do think it's high on the priority list considering that it is fresh. It is something that everyone is talking about. And it affects a ton of people, especially in the summer months. I feel like if this were even winter time, we may not be talking about it as much. Everyone who is out and about at patios and so on, they may be wondering, like, is my restaurant, my bar going to get liquor in order to, stay in business? Or am I able just to stock up myself? How long is this going to last?
Well, and that's the thing I think that is important when it starts affecting those businesses. That's when things might change. There's a little more pressure on him, but we don't know what he's thinking because we haven't heard from him.
No, not yet.
I would love to know, to be honest, what you're thinking.
I'm with you.
By speaking and letting us know.
One of the first questions I had for Tammie this morning was, did I miss a Doug Ford statement? Like, I know there's been statements from the liquor board, but I haven't seen anything from our premier, and I was kind of really surprised at that. One more time, though, and Tam's going to have a full update and full coverage with Karen Seelan and her whole team. I was under the impression when they shut down the LCBO for 2 weeks, they meant it. Whether they get a deal or not, those stores are not opening up for 2 weeks in the middle of the summer. Have you heard any different, Tam?
Yes. So I did reach out to the liquor board yesterday asking whether or not a quick deal that came around after a strike would then open up all stores immediately, or did they mean they would just shut them down for 2 weeks? Not the case. If they get a deal this hour, they will open up stores.
Okay.
Just to clear that up.
Yeah. So it does not mean that stores will shut down for 2 weeks regardless. If there's a deal within the 14-day time, you will have your liquor once again.
Okay.
All right. A lot going on this morning here in the city and the province. It's 7 o'clock. Good morning. You're watching BT.